Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm here in Rickman.
Yeah, like the description said, this dude's throwing monkey wrenches.
It wasn't my fault. I had nothing to do with this. It was entirely my brother's, both of them's fault.
We knew it was coming though.
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
We knew at some point it was going to happen.
At some point it had to happen. We just thought it was going to be after we got to Crossville.
Yeah, and it just didn't.
It just didn't work that way.
But, you know, if you want to find out what the heck we're talking about.
Just got to watch this whole episode.
Yeah, it's great.
It's fun stuff. But, hey, we'll get through it because we always do.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
Follow along. Pretty fun video. Should be entertaining. Interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so end of the day, and here's where we're at. We got fuel tanks on, we got the cab sleeper panels back on, we got our air tanks on. Truck is dirty, needs a bath. Went ahead and got the visor put on. I'll show you the inside of this dude. Painted a match back there, looks good. And tanks look awesome. So now we really just gotta give her a bath. Put some stacks on it. Do something with the wheels. Do a 12 gauge bumper. Deck plate. And I reckon that might be everything we do. I don't know. I'm still kind of debating back here. I've got a couple options for the back of this truck yet. So we could do a straight bar back here. Do a straight bar all the way across with some lights in it and mud flaps, or I can just leave the mud flap hangers like they are and then just do like a 18-inch center panel. You know, it'd just go down to here, have like 5 lights in it. So one of the two options. I don't know which one we'll do yet. That's kind of where we're at with this one. So now I just get up in the morning and I'll drive this thing down to Crossville, and then I'll show you what we got going on in here and what we got done today on this whole side of things. Mark and Eli got the tanks painted, we got the air tank painted, and we got the def tank cover painted. So those are all ready to go on. Tomorrow morning we will start hanging those on this truck and get it ready to go. Then we're going to take this truck from here to Crossville and then finish the rest that we got to do on it. And it's pretty close. It's almost done. The only other thing we got to do yet before we put everything together is I think we're going to move this air tank right here because it's just in an unsightly spot. I got a decent plan on what we're doing with that, so that'll be good. And then over here we got Brian's truck finished. Well, almost completely finished, but fenders are back on it. Painted the frame. If you guys remember in the other videos, there was a lot of speculation in the other videos about the damage that happened to this truck. I'll talk about that in a second. But you can see, once again, they knocked it out of the park with the paint. You can't even tell they fixed anything. It looks awesome. But it was this brief minute go over this. So a lot of people in the previous video when I was showing the damaged fenders, which are right here, and the trailer landed on top of them and banged up the fenders pretty good and got the frame and got the deck plate pretty good on this truck. We were like making comments of, oh, that guy must be a newbie. He doesn't know what he's doing. He didn't check the fifth wheel or whatever. You know, that can happen. And I'd imagine if you drive a truck long enough, mistakes happen. And that could be the case. In this particular instance, I don't think that was the case at all. Brian's definitely not a newbie at the whole trucking game. And to be 100% honest, what it really seems like happened to this whole deal is he he parked, got out of the truck for a little bit, and got back in the truck and left. And somebody just thought maybe his truck was too nice and wanted to be a jerk, and probably pulled this back out, and he got in the truck, got ready to leave, and the trailer came off. So that's more than likely what happened. Pretty sad people would do that, but I don't know, it happens. That's just kind of where that's at. So I don't know. I was reading through all those comments when we posted the video, kind of showing just, I guess how resilient the fenders and everything was, and just pretty proud of the guys because the paint held up extremely well for what happened to it. But the comments were like super negative about the guy not knowing what he's doing, which is 100% not the case. We've got Mitchell's truck in the paint booth. We're gonna start putting some primer on the sides of the frame and whatnot. I know they started kind of prepping on stuff earlier. It's dark in here, but there it is. So we're gonna put primer on the frame, and so we can just do some block sanding on it and kind of get some of that stuff squared away. And then me and Shock have got a little more work to do on fitting the deck plate and stuff, so it's ready for paint, and then they'll just go straight to town. They got a lot to do in a little bit of time, but I don't know, talked to Mark and Eli about it today, and they seem pretty confident we can get it knocked out.
Hey everyone, welcome to an episode of How to Ruin Brian's Day. Today I have to break some bad news to Brian Burke because the body shop that we're currently in, I guess a deadline had snuck up on my brother. So my brother owns the body shop that we moved into in Rickman. We were renting it temporarily until we could get Crossville up and going. So I told my brother, hey, we're almost up and going. We're in Crossville. We're going to be ready in a couple weeks. So he had a buyer interested in the Rickman facility. So he calls him up and says, hey man, those guys are moving to Crossville. We can go ahead and, set a deadline, blah, blah, blah. What happened was my brother calls me yesterday and says, hey Tommy, we need to talk. And apparently the closing for the Rickman body shop is today. And to answer your question, no, we're not ready to move into Crossville. So what we got to do is Robert's going to give me some space in another one of his body shops that he's got for like 3 weeks because the power is not ran to our booth in Crossville. So not only do we get to move once again, we get to move twice again. And, I'm not real sure how Brian's going to take it. So I'm on my way now to the body shop. I got a truck with me because I'm taking it to Crossville. I got to get it over to the guys in Crossville to do a couple of custom things to it. But more than anything, I just kind of got to break the news to Brian in Rickman, which he's working on trucks in there now. And I got to kind of tell him about everything going on. So yeah, this is going to be fun, and I can't wait to see his reaction. So I don't know. One way or another, we're going to get through it. It's going to be okay. So, I don't know. Let's go talk to Brian and see how he takes this. There she is, the body shop. There's the trucks we got to get to Crossville today. Brian's already got the green one all pulled out. Looks like it's ready to go. Hey, Brian.
What up?
How's it going?
Man, we're moving air tanks and putting on fuel tanks and figuring out what we're going to do with the deck plate. Basically just trying to get this truck done in the next 2 hours so I can drive it to Crossville. And then the green truck's ready to go to Crossville.
Yeah, I saw it sitting outside, so that one's ready to go too.
Yeah.
Hey, so I need something else moved.
Okay.
This entire shop.
Whatever.
I'm unfortunately not messing with you. I've kind of got you on camera here because Robert told me yesterday that he's closing on this shop today, and we have like...
Okay, so I know it was for sale, and we were trying to sell it, and then we were gonna have a... You're kidding. We're supposed to have like at least like a month's notice or something.
So no. So Robert didn't know when Crossville was going to be ready, and he just kind of picked a generic date in midair, and then he forgot to tell us what that date was, and then it snuck up on us. So we got to be out, unfortunately, in 14 days. Our hard deadline is April 26th, which will be at 75 Chrome Shop when the hard deadline is. So technically, we don't really have 2 weeks. We kind of have like a week and a half. We got to get out before 75 Chrome, before we leave the 75 Chrome.
I had to finish Mitchell's truck before 75 Chrome. And
Yeah.
it's in the paint booth right now.
So Robert's going to give us space at his body shop. So it's just down the road. We're not moving far.
Okay.
But if we put everything in like a storage trailer, it's like it'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we only have to be in his other shop for like 3 or 4 weeks.
We're getting, I guess we're getting pretty good at this.
Yeah, we've moved several times now. So,
If we
know.
want to get out of the truck building business, we could start a moving company.
we're going to call it
Just in time.
Just in Time Moving Company. I was going to call it Brian Burke and Friends, just, because you are getting pretty good at this.
I'm getting sick of this.
But yeah, I'm not, unfortunately, I'm not joking. This is
seriously Mitchell's truck in the paint booth.
okay. Let's walk over and check that out real quick.
Okay. So this morning we already put a heavy coat of primer here because we're gonna block sand all this.
Yep.
So it's nice and smooth before we start taking everything apart and then paint the chassis.
So let me ask you this. If this is exposed to the elements for like a drive from here to Robert's.
It's not gonna hurt anything if we drive it over there.
Oh, okay, well, see, that ain't so bad. We just drive it over to Robert's shop and paint it
I
over
gotta
there.
tie a few things back up just to drive it. Does he have space over there now?
Yeah, we could go over and look at it. You want to go check it out?
No. Dang. I mean,
It's okay. It's going to be all right. By the way, this truck looks phenomenal. And your hair, man, it looks good today. Are you taking steroids? You look good today, man.
you're terrible at compliments. Like the holy color. It's just BS. No, okay. So if I take this over there, if we can get a trailer over here today, and put at least everything that Mark and Eli need to start or to continue working on this.
Yep.
And I can move this because we were going to pull it out of the booth anyway because they're going to block sand it.
Yep.
And then we were gonna, me and Sean were gonna start disassembling everything. So essentially we're just gonna move it. It changes things by a few hours. But if we get a trailer over here soon, we can put everything in the trailer, take it to FCR.
I've got good news.
You've
Robert's
already planned a trailer. You probably have a moving crew.
Robert,
You're just like,
I wish I had a moving crew. I don't have a moving crew, but the trailer is going to be here today.
okay. So I need to go get Mark and Eli and then just tell them to start packing up tools they need right now.
Just just whatever they can spare to go ahead and move this truck and start working over there, and then we can start moving everything else around them.
Okay. All right, let's do that because I got more stuff to do before we go 75 Cross.
All right.
Okay, so now that Tommy dropped that wonderful bit of news about freaking moving, I swear we picked the worst times to move. We're gonna drive this truck up to Cross Vegas so that I don't know, we can get this one going and Mitchell's done and we gotta do stuff on that one. Hey. I'm ecstatic. I mean, I guess the thing is I kind of already, we knew that this was a possibility kind of a thing. I was just hoping to have a better heads up, and so, which I don't have a better heads up, but I don't know. We'll just make it work. I don't know. It's always something around here, I swear. But I don't know. my brain's kind of scramble mode because now I got a lot of logistics to figure out again. So we'll work on that on this drive to Crossville. Hopefully I get a good game plan, and then we'll pick up some parts.
All right, so Brian took it better than I thought. You know, I could tell he was a little disappointed and a little upset, but I'm glad I had a game plan approaching this, because if I didn't, it would have been way worse. So I'm glad me and Robert was able to try to figure out an additional workspace until our body shop is live in Crossville. Once we get up there, we're not going to have to ever worry about this again. So it's funny, I said that out loud. Whenever we get to Crossville, we'll never have to worry about this again, right? Right? Okay.
All right, got to Crossville. No problems whatsoever. Made it up here nice and smooth. We got this thing washed off already. So now we'll let her drip dry. Looks a lot better clean. And once this dude's dry, we're gonna throw the Dynaflex stacks on this dude and a couple more things and get it ready to go to 75 chrome. Luckily we're not doing a whole lot to this truck, so it really isn't a big deal at all. And then we've also, the one that Tommy drove up here with, which is this 389X. This one's real simple. Only thing we're doing to it tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow, but just adding 2 more lights to the roof for the customer, and that's all that one's getting. So yeah, that's it. Just another day in paradise here, working on trucks and moving things. All right, guys, that's it for the video. We made it to Crossville. Truck's here. Gonna go back to the paint shop.
Start loading stuff in a trailer. It's time to pack up and say goodbye to our Rickman body shop, and then you know, move into the other Rickman body shop for a couple of weeks, and then move to Crossville whenever we get the power up here to the paint booth.
I mean, you know, it's minor monkey wrenches, really no big deal.
Yeah, no, it'll be okay. No,
Fine.
Everything's fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And we're never gonna have to move again.
I'll be real excited about it when we get here. No, like, yeah. If we get up here and someone wants to move, like, I'm out. So I'm not doing it.
You know, honestly,
I say that, I know I would, but
being that we own the facility here,
there's no reason to move.
there's not gonna be really any reason to move unless someone just wants this facility way more than we do, and then it's gonna be worth it for us anyway.
So the thing is, if he's not wrong, I'd be like, okay, fine, let's move. Whatever. All right, guys, you know what you got to do.
Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram.
At Semi-Casual Show. Be sure to go to our website, semicasualshow.com. You can get hats and shirts and truck parts.
And also, the Semi-Casual Truck Show happening at this facility, August 4th and 5th in Crossville, Tennessee. Don't forget to check that out on semicasualshow.com also. And pre-registration is now open. There's pre-registrations flowing in every day. We've got quite a few so far.
We're gonna have a lot of trucks. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a lot of trucks. There's so far more pre-registrations now than we had all year last year. So,
and the good news is, I don't think we're gonna move the truck show.
No, the truck show is gonna continue happening here. So anyway, get your pre-registrations in for this truck show here, and see you next time, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get off this thing here because we got stuff to load.
Let's go move the shop.
All right, see you guys.